Hey everybody, this is Erica, better known as your traveling hotel snob. This past week, I went to a massage festival down in Cherokee, North Carolina, which is about maybe 30 miles away from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So it's literally right on the inside of North Carolina. And I have to say, I was thoroughly impressed with the facilities that I stayed in. I stayed at Harrah's Cherokee Casino Resort. So this is actually on an Indian reservation in Cherokee, North Carolina. And it was a pleasant surprise. So I guess I just didn't go with any like major expectations of the service and the facility that I actually encountered, which is a good thing. And not to say that, it being on a reservation meant anything different from a regular casino or resort, but I guess I just didn't expect what we got. So we drove through the Great Smoky Mountains, which was a trip just in itself. Just the scenery was just mind-boggling. It was incredible. But then when we stumble upon this little sleepy town, this one road in, kind of one road out type deal, I was like, okay, what are we getting ourselves into? And then we drive up to this monstrosity of a casino and hotel resort. So I immediately was like, oh, okay, this is like a for real casino. This is not just some two-story hotel that they transformed into a casino with 5 slot machines. This was a full-blown casino that is under the umbrella of Caesars. So that was a pleasant surprise. Anyway, there were over 1,000 massage therapists arriving there. The hotel staff, super, super, super nice. Everybody very pleasant, very friendly, very hospitable, very accommodating. There's an ongoing joke between my friends and I. The young lady who sat us at the buffet, gosh, I can't think of her name, but the Southern twang was so hilarious. She was telling us about her featured pies and us from being up north and them down south. She was talking, she was just so sweet. She's like, we've got pies. And we had to have her repeat herself a couple times because we had no idea what she was saying. But she was saying pie, like apple pie, sweet potato pie. Like it was so funny. Anyway, she could not figure out why we were laughing, but she just sounded so cute. And so we had to repeat herself like 10 times. But anyways, of course, the night that we arrived, we went to the seafood buffet. So that was really awesome. That was great. The next day we went waterfall hunting, and the young lady at the restaurant at Sealoo Garden, which is inside the resort, she actually told us where to go to get to see the waterfalls. So we went to Deep Creek Waterfalls. Absolutely phenomenal view, just so beautiful, so peaceful. The room itself was amazing. The bed, amazing. I mean, everything was so beautiful at this casino. I so highly recommend it. Like literally, if I ever have to go back, which the festival is there in 3 years. So I do plan to go back so I can go look for some more waterfalls. But if I had to go back on any other occasion, I would actually make it my business to go back to Harrah's because it was really just that nice. It really was. I really enjoyed myself. The bed was just soft enough, just firm enough. The shower, I mean, everything, the bathrooms, everything was clean. I went to the gym, worked out. I didn't get a chance to go to the pool, And they had just opened up the outdoor pool. They have an indoor and an outdoor pool. I didn't get a chance to go to both, even though I had my bathing suit. But I did go to the gym. The facilities were clean. The weights were, polished. They had yoga mats there. I mean, everything was just really, really beautiful. It was, like I said, a very pleasant. I was pleasantly surprised. I was very, very taken aback. The view from our room, we were on the 16th floor. The view from our room was absolutely insane. I could not have asked for a better sunrise and sunset, looking at the Great Smoky Mountains in the distance. Like, they just look like, just like you could reach out and touch them. Um, Outside of that, I definitely can recommend, if you feel so inclined, like if you're a casino person and you want to just kind of venture out and go and see the different casinos around the country, I would highly recommend to go to Harrah's Cherokee Casino Resort. There is a ravine that literally, it's kind of like a moat almost, that goes around the entire building. They are currently in the process of building a convention center, which they said should be up and running by the time our next festival is there. So I'm excited to see that. And then one of the guys was saying that they're going to even have a swimming pool and different things and shops and whatnot and restaurants over in the convention area. So they are expanding, but I mean, it's already a huge facility. It took us about 3 days. We were there for 5, and it took us about 3 days to navigate without getting lost. So it's a pretty big place, but we finally figured it out around the 3rd day, maybe 2.5 days, 3 days tops, but we figured it out. I would definitely recommend going. I didn't hear any bad complaints. The conference rooms were beautiful. They were clean. They were safe. I left my massage table down in the conference room because my classes were in the same conference room all 3 days. I was able to leave my massage table down there, which is a pricey piece of equipment, and it was safe. They locked the rooms up. They were well vacuumed because, of course, we were walking around in there barefoot, sitting on the floor, things like that. Even the bathrooms were immaculate. I went to several different ones around the building, just to kind of see. And I mean, they were all just beautiful and they were immaculate. And the staff, everybody spoke when you walk past. Sometimes you walk past 2 or 3 times, and each time you walk past, they would speak. And I'm like, hey, I just saw you like 5 minutes ago, but it's okay. I really appreciate that, because I don't know if they're used to this kind of traffic or if that's just the way they are, but it was so fantastic. Like, we really enjoyed ourselves. Definitely a must go again. The only that I did not like is having to pay for our Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi reception was absolutely horrific, but we were also smack dab in the middle of the mountains too. So kind of what can you expect? I mean, it's what it was. So I really can't complain about that. But I really did not want to pay the $12 per day to use Wi-Fi. So we had to stand by the window and hope we get a signal and stand there and, wait to download things, things on our phone or what have you. Outside of that, I mean, and the one thing that I did notice is, as we were watching TV, some of the local shows, and I can't really call them local, but like the different program shows that were on, and these were regular broadcasted channels, but it looked as if they were geared towards the Native American community, because a lot of the characters on the shows actually were Native American. I thought that was super cool. I'm like, wow, okay, that's pulling some real clout, because you're in a Native American community and you are gearing your shows to reflect the people who are watching your shows. So I thought that was like way cool, because I'm in Michigan. I mean, heck, they don't do that here. I mean, it's, it's whatever's on TV is whatever's on TV. So I thought that was really cool. We went to a Mexican restaurant in town, really good food, very inexpensive, really good food, really good food. Like I was like, seriously. Um, I mean, we went to the Chinese food restaurant. Like everything was just really, really nice. You had to actually travel a little bit off of the reservation in order to get to these places. Like they had some fast food restaurants and things, so you had to travel a little bit off the reservation to get to them. But I mean, I couldn't. I could not trade that experience. Make sure that you check out my page on Instagram. Yeah, Instagram and on Facebook. Facebook is Legacy Travel Services. So I'm actually trying to get the name changed to the Traveling Hotel Snob, but for whatever reasons, Facebook isn't letting me do that. On Twitter, it's the Trav Hotel Snob. So TRAV Hotel Snob. That's on Twitter. And then on Instagram, it is, I don't remember. Yeah, the Traveling Hotel Snob, but in between it's the underscore traveling underscore hotel underscore snob. So I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, but Facebook is the only one that's Legacy Travel Services. So make sure you go to those pages. I've posted pictures of the waterfall, of the hotel, of the everything that I could possibly think to take a picture of. I took a picture of. If you have any questions, by all means, shoot me a message. Let me know what you think of this clip. Make sure that you subscribe to my page because I will be going other places this year, including a cruise. So yes, I will be doing the Traveling Hotel Snob on a cruise. I will be ranking the cruise because this will be my first time. So because of the fact that it's hotel accommodations on a ship does not mean that it is exempt from moi being snobby about my accommodations. So I am definitely going to be doing a YouTube clip on that as well. That will be in August. But in the meanwhile, I'm sure I have some other trips planned and I will be doing some YouTube clips shortly. So stay tuned. Make sure that you subscribe to the page so you can get the updates as I travel and I go to different hotels and give my opinions and my thoughts about it. So you can get get the feedback and see if it's something you want to do. If you have some suggestions, by all means, let me know. I'm more than willing to travel. I have no problem with that because, hey, it's a tax write-off. Boom. So anyways, thank you guys for listening. And I certainly hope that this falls onto the ears of the management at Harrah's Cherokee Casino Resort in Cherokee, North Carolina. I thank you so much for your wonderful accommodations this past week. I'm still kind of floating because just the festival itself was just flipping awesome. And what better place for me to experience my first massage festival in a place like a Indian reservation? Like, I mean, hey, you can't beat that with a stick. So anyways, have an awesome day. Namaste. I will talk to you soon. Bye.